This really isn't about those individual presidents. It's about the fact that given the extraordinary slaughter that's happening in Gaza, there is a movement on college campuses and across America for a ceasefire and to end American complicity in that slaughter. And in response to that, the effort is now to try to limit the ability of people who want to protest U.S. policy and support Palestinian rights from being able to organize on college campuses. So the reason that you're going after these presidents is to try to set a precedent and bring in people who will be much tougher on restricting the ability of students and faculty and others who want to organize politically against this war in Gaza. The premise of the question was just nonsense, right? The premise of the question is that intifada, which essentially means uprising, is the equivalent of an attempt at genocide at Jews. Intifada is actually a term that has been used even in uprising against Arab governments. Intifada can take nonviolent forms. The first intifada had a lot of nonviolence. The second intifada tragically involved suicide bombings, which were horrifying and totally immoral. But these were uprisings in the context of oppression. It's like saying of a Ukrainian uprising against Russians that also killed Russian civilians would be an attempt at Russian genocide. It makes no sense. But the problem was that these presidents, because they were not willing to contest the premise, because they were so lawyered up and defensive in their answers, that they basically accepted the premise and then were put in this ridiculous position where they didn't say it would be unacceptable for people to call for the genocide of Jews. Of course it would be unacceptable for people to call in mass protest for the genocide of Jews, but that's not what was happening.